Hi guys, here's some beginner tips I want to share with you, just if you're starting the game. I hope these help. Okay, number one, this is a very much a beginner tip, absolute beginner, where you just start the game. Just stick to the roads until you get used to everything going on around you. You will need to do a few missions first till you get the hang of things, otherwise you come across things like this. I ended up against a pack of wolves in like my first half an hour playing, and it was a bad idea, as you can see there. So just stick to the roads for the first couple of hours of the game, that's all. Okay, so tip number two, make sure you do as many side quests as you can, especially in the first part of the game in White Orchard. That's your first sort of area that you go to. Make sure you go to the notice boards here as I'm showing you and pick up as many of these side missions as you can. The side quests will get you more points, they'll get you more experience, they'll get you used to the game is the main point, but they will allow you to level up pretty early on, make you more powerful as you go. Now as you unlock those notices, you'll find more question marks appearing on the board. Now those are unknown locations. Now pay particular attention to these places of power, or as Geralt will say, place of power. These will give you an ability point. You get an ability point every time you level up, but you'll get an extra one every time you find one. Find them all, they will help you out. These are the non-playable characters. These also give you side quests, so go and interact with any of them. They have an exclamation mark on the map as you just saw. Go and find them and deal with whatever they've got you to deal with. Okay, number three, early upgrades. What should you upgrade as soon as you can? Okay, so I would recommend the light attack, Axii or Quen, it's up to you. But I'd definitely go for the light attack. I think that's well worth doing. Here you can see I'm updating, I'm trying to improve my Axii sign. That will basically mean I can manipulate people with my Jedi mind tricks in conversation, and I do believe it's well worth doing. It'll give you a better chance of getting through some of the earlier stages. But also the Quen is probably worth doing because that gives you a shield in attack. When you cast a sign, you're pretty much guaranteed to get any hit against you in the first few seconds. They won't do any damage, so it's well worth doing, well worth leveling up. Make sure when you've done this though, you do actually go and assign it to your character. As I'm showing you here, you have to go and pop it in one of those slots on the right hand side of the screen. So yeah, don't forget to do that. Now also, there is the mutagens that you can apply. Now the mutagens surround each of those slots. I understand it looks a bit complicated, but when you put one in there that's the same colour as one of the skills you've applied, it will give that skill a boost. So what you're going to end up with is all mutagens of one colour and skill in one box, and so on and so forth. This is the tip you're looking for.
You've done nothing.
Okay, tip number four, loot everything, and I mean absolutely everything. After you've killed a monster, after you've killed people, after you've killed anything around you, any room you go into, as long as there's no guards watching, you can pretty much safe to rob everything off everybody. So rob, pillage, steal, like a Viking going Christmas shopping. Make sure you grab everything you can, fill up your boots with everything that you've got your new power, but make sure you use your Witcher sense to locate these items. It's very, very useful. Make sure you use it, and seriously, trust me. Okay, tip number five, use the Bestiary. It's your best friend. Read it, learn how to defeat your enemies, learn what their weaknesses are. You can research. You only get to unlock what their weaknesses are after you've met them for the first time, but trust me, you need to keep going. So in this one, I was looking at the Noon Wraiths. I was trying to find out what their weaknesses are, and one of their weaknesses is the Earden sign, and I used it here as a magical effect, as a magical circle, and it will basically weaken the enemy so that you can take them out. Use the Bestiary to your best ability. It's your best friend. Okay, number six, bombs and potions. As soon as you get the recipe, and as soon as you've got all the ingredients for the recipe, just create them. Yeah, you only have to create them once. You don't have to keep creating over and over again. There's a reason for that. If you're on a certain if you're playing it on a certain skill level, so basically go in, create these things and assign them to your character. Bombs and potions are absolutely awesome. This one is the cat potion, I think it's called, and it will allow you to see in the dark. As you can see, it sort of goes into this black and white. Here we go. You've got the this Salem bomb. This will explode. Yeah, it destroys nests. It's pretty cool. But the best thing about these things, once you created them, as I said, you've got them forever. But when you meditate, if you're on one of the lower levels of playing the game, if you're on the absolute hardest level, you won't be able to do this. But if you're on the lower levels, you meditate and it will replenish your stocks as long as you've got some alcohol in your inventory. Okay, number 7, save as often as you can. Yes, thank me later for this tip. Honestly, it is one of the best tips I have. Save often before a battle. Make sure you do it. Save every moment you get. As soon as you've achieved something, as soon as you've discovered a location, save the game. You can try to save just before you're about to go into a battle, but if you're too late and you're already in battle mode or fight mode or combat mode or whatever it's called, you will not be able to save the game. So please trust me and do this well in advance, and make sure you save very, very often. It will save you a whole load of time, trust me.
What else do you have?
Okay, tip number 8, upgrade your horse. A nag with a bag. Basically, there's a reason for that. A nag is a horse, by the way, if you're not British. Basically, you can upgrade it. You can give it the blinders. That's like blinkers. They'll basically hide the horse's eyes, and they'll freak out less often when you're in battle. And the saddlebags will allow you to carry more items. Remember, the items are based on weight, not number. So, as you can see, when I assign in a second, you assign both the blinders and your saddlebag to the horse. The blinders will just basically mean your horse doesn't freak out. As you're in battle, you notice the horse's fear go up. If you apply blinders, it'll go up a lot more slowly and it's a lot cooler. So go back into your inventory, find these items and assign them to the slots that are against your character, which basically the character is your horse. There's the saddlebag, and it's jumped up from maximum weight of 60 to 90, and applying the blinders there at the bottom, that will do you a hell of a favour, trust me. Okay, speaking of saddlebags, this does bring me nicely onto tip number 9, your inventory management. Do not let this stuff weigh you down, okay? So animal skins are particularly heavy, but what you must do is dismantle them. Take them to an armourer. It's not one of the easy options you can pick from the talking screen, but make sure you have a look around the options you've got with him. Dismantle your items is a absolute must. It's also a cool trick because some of the stuff that you will need to craft, you might not have all the items for, but if you look around, you could dismantle weapons, dismantle some of the objects in your inventory, and you'll find those ingredients that you need. So there you go. I've just destroyed a sword, and I've got some scraps and iron ingot, leather straps, and iron ingot. That will help you out. And there's all sorts that you can destroy stuff for. Look, you can destroy this what is it, a body armor thing, into 5 different ingredients. Seriously, have a look, explore. You will need this. Okay, once you've done that, you can go in and look at what you can craft. Crafting is obviously your way to level up, but the ingredients you need, the items you need to be able to create these objects, you'll need to get from your inventory. Remember, you can only do this when you go to an armourer. So look for these guys on the map and use them as much as you can. Okay, the other thing you can do is sell your items, of course, but what I recommend you do is only sell your alchemy or crafting items when you've got maybe more than 10 of them or so, maybe more than a dozen, just to whittle down what you've got in your bag. It will take some weight off, and you don't necessarily need any more than that in your inventory. Okay, so on to tip number 10, combat. Probably the most useful tip for the guys that are just starting out. Let's kick some ass, okay? So here's how, you just need to learn some of these things. So learn how to parry. On the PlayStation 4, it's the L2 button, and it will basically just hold this defensive stance. So when you're attacked, it will deflect it, and you hear this nice sort of sheet steel sound as your sword deflects their attack. If you time it right, you'll also counter-attack your enemy. Dodge, way better than rolling. Dodge is really cool. It looks great, and it also allows you to get around the side of some enemies, but you can also use it to just track back a bit. You roll, you use stamina. Quen. Now, Quen is one of your special abilities. It will put a shield around you, but as soon as you go up against an enemy and you've just put your Quen on, it will block the first attack of them almost every single time. You won't take any damage. So here you go. Here's a scene using all 3 of those first few tips here. A bit of Quen, a bit of dodge, and a nice parry at the end there. Beautiful. Okay. When you're in a large group of enemies, single these guys out. You can either draw them out by walking back away from them, or you can push them out by attacking towards them, and it will just get them away from the main center of the attack. Okay, one of the things I recommend you do is meditate and save before you go into any battle. Now, this only really works if you're on the normal or the average difficulty setting, but it will replenish your health and your items. Now, last up, I know I'm repeating myself here, but learn your enemy's weakness. Use the Bestiary to do this, or at least your own experience. Just try and test every method you've got. But the Bestiary is your absolute source of information for how to beat any of these guys. Whether they be beasts, witches, humans, whatever. Go into there. Actually, not humans. They're not beasts. Anyway, all of the others, you'll need to use the book to learn. But seriously, guys, learn how to beat them stage by stage. It is trial and error sometimes, but believe me, it pays off. Just a bit of perseverance, you'll get there. Guys, I hope you liked this video. Please leave a like down below if you did, and leave me a comment down below. Let us know some more of your tips. The more experienced, I understand you probably know this already, and that's cool. Don't be hating. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Back for more as soon as I can. Thanks a lot guys, and good night.